Hello everyone, I am Paul with many voices, and welcome back to more Prison Architect, the Swansong Slammer, where I actually went ahead and already laid in a little bit of the warm water pipes for later down the line. Because I kind of know already where I want to have what kind of stuff. Except I didn't place it for there yet, so there. Right. Well, since I was in that thing already, I should have just placed in this. And then made sure it has power, which it doesn't. Now it does. Perfecto. So let's build in the walls. For now, I'm not gonna be... Ooh. I'll be demolishing those walls. That is demolished wall. Silly. Gonna be putting in these walls as well. I'm not gonna be putting in those walls just yet, because they currently serve no purpose. There. Now let's set up the morgue first, and that's gonna be just this little bit. And then the infirmary, which is what the game calls your medical ward. So like so, like this, and like that. Now, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be making this an empty room. All of that. And that will have to do something with deployment later down the line. Okay, so lights. Let's see, I want a light in here, and in here, and in here, and in here. One there, one there. And then two in there. I'm not gonna throw lights in the hallway just yet. Actually, I can do that in here. But they're gonna be wall lights. Lights. Wall lights. So the wall lights stick onto the walls, as you can see. I'll place them on the outside. Here... No, wait. We'll place them in here. We'll place them in here and in there. Fun fact about the wall lights, they don't require direct power at all. They burn forever. For free. The medical ward or the infirmary just requires a medical bed. And there we have it. With that, that is done. And even though you don't need it, I've always built the morgue as well during the infirmary building, because I placed them close together, and a morgue slab is just a morgue slab. It's easily put in. Now let's finish it off with the doors. This way and that way, and that concludes that. So let's see, what else shall we do? Let's start the long-term investment. Cell block A. I know the prison is nowhere near done, nowhere near ready for prisoners. But I'm doing it already. As well as the prisoner acclimatization and engagement. So let us start with the actual cell block A. This. And despite the fact that I need to raise my prisoner capacity to 15, and this only holds 8. I know of a cheesy strat to make it 15. Actually, I don't even need this. I just need to... You know what? Absolutely right. Forgive me. Let me show you the cheesy strat. So, dormitory. Dormitory needs to be at least 2x3. Needs to be surrounded by walls and doors. It needs a bed, bunk bed, bed from bed foam mattress, comfy bed, or coffin bed, or old bed, or camp bed with bed. Not the bar bed wire. I'm gonna use the comfy beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And because it already has a toilet, sorry, I was just scratching my foot. Because it already has a toilet, it'll count as a dormitory. As you can see, the prisoner capacity just goes up and up and up until it reaches 15. And then I'm gonna be completing that grant. Done. So now, I'm going to dismantle objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all of those. Not the bench, not the toilet. I'm gonna need those later. Either way, laundry, kitchen, and cleaning cupboard. So I'm gonna need prison labor this time for real. So let's build just this room. And I completely forgot to demolish these 2 walls. Now this room, in the end, is just going to be cleaning cupboard. But for now, I'm gonna make it a shared room between cleaning cupboard and laundry. Darn mosquito stuck me in my foot. Now, how do you assign prison labor? Currently, I cannot, because I require the research of prison labor. There. Now I'm gonna ensure that this kitchen also provides to this staff room, not just the canteen. And I can already say that this no longer needs to be a dormitory. Doctors, why aren't you going to the infirmary where you belong? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And done. Right. So, let me throw in a regular door there and a staff door. No, blue staff doors. Because this is minimum security, I want to use blue staff doors. Because I'm also using the fancy, classy blue walls. There. So, by default, a classy blue wall will cost me 40, while the Utani wall will cost me, well, 90. It says here 100, it says here 90. I honestly don't even understand why there's a difference. But I'll take it. Anyway, because we already have cleaning unlocked, that means that I have the cleaning cupboard. And I'm gonna do it like this. For now. that is laundry, and that is prison labor. It opens up the workshop, the laundry, the library, the mailroom, and the shop. But I want the laundry for this. I'm gonna start out with this. This is only temporary for now, by the way. And in terms of electrical, just this. Because I'm gonna deck this room out as a proper laundry. A cleaning cupboard just needs to exist. It needs to be indoors, it needs to exist, that's it. It doesn't even have to be fully enclosed, as you can see. The laundry does require stuff. Laundry machine, laundry basket, and an ironing board. But I'm also going to be adding a small table. It's not a absolutely necessary item. It just operates better if you have it. I don't know the logics of it, but if I do laundry, it's going to show you all the items that are useful for the room. And there you see the table or the table small. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. And the ironing board or ironing board small, I'm going to go with the small one. 1, 2, and 3. And then baskets. They're going to disappear throughout the playthrough. Don't worry. Logistical errors. We're receiving extra supplies. And now that we have logistics unlocked, by default, it's gonna be on prison labor. It doesn't select it by default, but the moment you click on one room, it's going to pretend that you are highlighting prison labor. So 3 in the laundry, 2 and 3. 3 in the kitchen, 2 and 3. 3 is also the maximum for the kitchen, depending on its size. So if I were to increase the kitchen size, I could put in more people to work there, but I don't need to. And then 3 in there, done. But I don't have any prisoners yet, so why can I do this? Because it just says assign. And as you can see, you just took a poop or a pee and the bowel needs is done. Now that I have a psychologist, I can see that my staff is doing well. They have a high food need, but I just sorted that out by connecting the kitchen to the staff room. Comfort, they have plenty of comfort in here, but I'll be throwing some stuff here and there throughout the prison later down the line. And of course they'll have an additional staff room on this side. Bladder and bowels, for now it's only here, but it's also why I have a bit of additional space in the boiler rooms planned out, because I'm going to be throwing a staff-only toilet in each of the boiler rooms, including here. So I might as well just do that right away. There, and then bathroom, sink, and a hand dryer right there. Normally I would place one in the morgue, but since we have one in the boiler room there, doesn't serve any purpose. Okay, and also I might as well do that right now. Just this side. Put the walls in. Put those 2 walls in. And then a staff door over here. And then throw in a couple more toilets. Because, yes indeed, these are going to be staff toilets. Because you'll find that the workmen will be hanging out in storage or deliveries or garbage, and they will want to use the pooper, and they won't have to walk that far to get there now. And once I have certain other stuff unlocked in bureaucracy, I can actually make it so that 4 This one will only have 3 hand dryers. 2 and 3. I can make it so that certain areas, such as this, now that it's closed off with this door, are staff only. And that's also the reason why I'm using an empty room over here. It'll serve a purpose later down the line. Right. The best way to continue building your prison is by looking at the grants, what you can do and what you can't do. As such, we have a bunch of staff, so we could do that. But it is currently summer, which means that it's gonna get hot. Now that I'm using the renewed weather system, I'm gonna activate emergency protocols and advanced staff training. Now, advanced staff training. Have 5 staff members complete either cold control, pest control, or electrician training. Only your workmen can complete electrician training. And I believe your janitors and your gardeners will be able to complete the other 2 as well. So what I'll do first, since this requires a connection with water, is that. And now I'm going to be building this room. And just this room. Yes, just this room, for now. I'm gonna throw in a double white staff door right there. So I need a training room, it seems. But I cannot do that because I don't have education. So Warden, get to work. Afterwards, do security. Because I need that for something later down the line. In the meantime, let us add some lights. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like to be able to add my own lights to everything. And eventually I'll throw in the wall lights for the rest of the staff hallway. Because I don't want that to remain dark at all. For now, this'll do. And of course I could throw in the rest of the common room and the kitchen and canteen. I could complete the offices because they are not complete yet. Even though the items that I want to throw in serve no actual purpose, I still want to throw them in because I want to treat my staff well. Just for shits and giggles. And even though I don't need any of this just yet, I could build it right away, but I'm not going to. I could complete the visitation, but I'm not going to. I could build and complete this, but I'm not going to. And I could increase the capacity to the actual 32, but I'm not going to. At least not until long-term investment is done. Now, I'm still recording this on the 3rd of August. I am recording at least the first 4 episodes all in a go. And I'll probably continue until the long-term investment is done. And only then I'll stop. But, yeah. Okay, so that is done. Now, I cannot do much of anything, but I do know for a fact. Training room. A training room, what does it need? An office. It needs chairs, but I'm gonna use the more expensive yellow chairs. And I'm gonna do 6 of them in total. It needs a grid bin. It needs a rat trap. And it needs a first aid station. Now you could do a water boiler, you could do blackboards, you could do bookshelves. They don't really add anything at all. Swivel chairs don't do anything either. So this is the minimum that you need for a training room to be functional. Once you have it unlocked, of course. And how far are we? Still 6 hours away. Now another room that education unlocks is a room that we're gonna build right away. Is this one. And as such, because we're building this room, we're also going to be building this section. Not the rest though, not the rest. Although for shits and giggles, I could just build the hallway. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's build the hallway at least. So that I can see where I'm gonna have to put in the wall lights in the staff hallway. So let's have a look at the doors. I want a large grey jail door right here, and one facing down. I want staff doors there and there, 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 and there, there as well, and that should do it. And then a regular door here. Now this section here, including this, is going to be another empty room. And once I get to building this entire thing is going to be empty room as well. Now for the eastern side here, I've used the brown picket fence, the wooden fence, and for the western side here, I've used the white picket fence, because I do like variety. It looks a little different, and it looks cute. Now why am I building this, but not this? Because I don't need that yet. But yet I don't need that. For quite a bit. I'm only gonna start building that once I actually have prisoners. So technically what I could do is demolish those two walls. And then build this hallway as well. You know what? That is exactly what I'm gonna do. Because this at least locks down this entire section all the way. There. Now it just leaves this open and this open and that open and all of that open, but that doesn't matter. For now what I'll do is I'll grab some fence and I will demolish this later down the line. There. With a staff fence there, and then the same over here with a staff fence gate over there. Meaning that if I were to build this and basically this entire section. Oh. It's getting hot in here. Make sure the prisoners and plants have enough water. But I'm using the emergency protocols. Activate the stay indoors order during calamity 3 times to protect staff and prisoners from dangerous weather, such as heat. And now it's 33% done. Now you don't need to keep him inside at all during the entire calamity. So I'm just gonna activate it and then shut it down right away so that my staff can keep building, because I need my workmen working around the clock. And why is my staff not in here? Hello? Doctors. Go into here. Doctor, we can't have you guys overheating. Go in here. I'll sort out the hydration needs later down the line. I may even add a few drinking fountains like these things in the staff hallway. That makes the most sense, at least to me. And I'll add one in here. And I'll add one in here, probably. I'll figure out places where they make the most sense. Now, if I were to activate this again, it doesn't change the 33 into 66 because it is still the same calamity. So that doesn't work. I'll definitely add drinking fountain here, and obviously on the other side here. So, knowing that I'll do that, oh. That works. And that already has a regular pipe. So what if no. Drinking fountain. Oh, that is there. I'll do that here, next to the hand dryer. It does make sense. It does make sense. So let's put a large or regular pipe here. To at least satiate some drinking hydration needs. So this part of the hallway is now in. We have the security almost done. Legal still needs done. Now we still have a bunch of stuff that needs to be done. I'm not gonna bother with orderlies. I'm not gonna bother with death row. Small cells. Won't bother with that. But if I have the money, I will start legal prep and eventual legal defense. Just because. And also, I just realized that I haven't been making screenshots for the thumbnails. But I'll probably rip something from the internet and then just make something generic. Because I do agree that doing it the way that I originally had it done in the crater, it definitely disrupted the flow of the prison quite a bit. So this piece of planning is actually not necessary. So I'll make this once again an empty room. And not the kind of empty room that Gary Moore sang about. Yes, I know about Gary Moore. Sad that I was never able to see him live though. Would have loved to. And there. So you know what? I'm gonna add a drinking fountain here. Might as well. And eventually I'll add one over here as well, once I build that section. I do like this staff room. I remember one prison that I built where I really went overboard and gave him everything that you see in here. Like I gave him a fan, I gave him chess, I gave him table football, table tennis, and pool. I gave them a nice corner to sit in with leather chairs and sofas. I gave him a radio and a boombox and a TV. I gave him this lamp. I gave him this table as well as that table. I gave him plants. I gave him everything. Not that it mattered, but it was still nice to do that. Alright, and that allows me to build the wall over yonder. That'll be for later. Great. So that basically completes the entire staff-only corridor in here. Perfect. Now, technically what I could do is add another door over here, because I know that visitors will be coming here, and that is the whole purpose of them coming here, and then say that the rest is staff only. I could do that. I'll keep it in the back of my head. I'll think about it. Either way, with that being said, let us finish this episode off by saying training room. And as you can see, because I already placed in everything, it is a valid training room. And now I will say programs, staff programs. Electrician training, 15 in queue. Safety training for fire, 19 in queue. First aid, pest control, and cold control. And with that, I'm going to be ending it off today here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Helps out a great deal. I'm Paul with many voices. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.